Good morning. Welcome to Cloud on Air. I'm Joanna Smith.
And I'm Redo Meyer. We're developer advocates at Google, and we'll be your hosts today as you take a journey from big data to AI. This Google Cloud Online Summit is a global event designed...
You know this is only the Americas event, right?
Okay, well, this part is...
Right, but there are two other events designed specifically for the APAC and EMEA audiences, each with their own keynote and their own keynote speakers and their own anchors, like a whole event.
Yeah, all right, true. I guess it's important to be precise.
Accurate.
All right, well, this unique global... Did you just want to do the intro?
Okay. This unique online event, presented in 3 parts to reach all audiences around the globe, was prepared to help you transform data into insights and create breakthrough experiences for your customers.
So over the next 4.5 hours, nearly 30 Googlers... 27 Google experts will show you how to gain actionable insights that you can use to build a competitive AI strategy.
You'll be joining 94,000 other registered attendees, tuning in to watch from over 100 companies for 20 sessions across 3 tracks.
The products, services, and everything else being featured today use the same technology that powers everything at Google. Everything from search to Gmail, YouTube, all of our products and services are powered by the same infrastructure that we're going to be talking about today.
And starting with the keynote, you'll learn how to get the most value from your data and how AI fits into that bigger picture.
We've got sessions for everyone, from AI beginners to advanced practitioners, as well as a fireside chat featuring customers like GM and Marriott.
And in roughly 22 minutes, our live Q&A will open, so you can join the conversation and get answers to your questions. If you've already submitted questions, thank you so much for giving me a few days to prepare the answers.
Fantastic. Now, I guess my first question is, how would I go about submitting a question?
Oh, well, I guess that's a very good question. Let's take a moment to explore the platform. In the upper left of your screen, you should see several blue icons. Choosing the top icon will take you to the watch page for the talk that is currently live. The schedule button will display the full schedule, complete details for all 20 sessions in 3 tracks, including abstracts, start times, and speaker details, so that you can plan your day.
Excellent. So I see this, so this question button must be the one that lets folks ask us questions. So if you want to enter your questions, do so by clicking the appropriate button at any time during the event, and we'll do our very best to have someone answer them. Or, if we can't answer them ourselves, we'll find someone else who can. Now, the other button, the last one here, is actually a secret, and you should completely forget that you saw it and I shouldn't have mentioned it. The feedback button, the last one here, opens a form which you can fill out to let us know what you thought as each session goes throughout the day. And optionally, you can leave your details there if you'd like us to reach out and get in touch with you.
And after each session, you'll see us.
That's all you really need to know to get the most out of Cloud on Air. So we're ready to roll the keynote.
The keynote's not for another 25 minutes.
Can we just play it now?
That's not our call.
Okay, well, what can we do in the meantime? There is that 4th button, but I don't feel like it's quite the right time to talk about that.
I say we let them know what it does. Clicking that secret button will launch our Quick Draw Live demo, a special interactive experience we've created just for Cloud on Air. It's a game built with machine learning. You draw, and a neural net tries to guess what you're drawing.
Of course, it doesn't always guess right, but the more you play with it, the more it's going to learn. Now, this demo actually uses the same technology that helps Google Translate recognize your handwriting.
And for this event, we created a version of the game that shares the doodles you create with the live stream. We've got some time set aside for you to play with the technology, so feel free to have some fun, and maybe you'll go down in AI history.
Outstanding. Now, to get started, you can just click the button above and...
The secret button.
The secret button, which
that we
isn't so
said to
secret
forget
anymore.
about. I guess they should not forget about it anymore. So have fun doodling, and we'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back to Cloud on Air, from big data to AI. We hope you've been having fun playing with Quick Draw Live. We're your hosts today. I'm Rado Meyer.
And I'm Joanna Smith, and we're both still developer advocates here at Google. Now, if you're just joining us, this is our global online event designed to help you transform data into insights and create breakthrough experiences for your customers.
We've got 20 sessions over the next 4.5 hours from 27 different Google experts who will show you how to gain actionable insights that you can use to build a competitive AI strategy.
And these sessions are split across 3 tracks, focused on AI, data analytics, and industry solutions. You can find all the details on every session by clicking on the schedule icon. And we also have several other icons we mentioned earlier. The most important is, I think, the questions. So you can ask your questions throughout the entire event, but also the feedback one. That lets you provide feedback on the entire event. And then in every session, we're going to ask for your feedback there on the speaker, the content, and basically how much you had fun.
Absolutely. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for you to tell us all about the things that you're enjoying, the questions you have, and the feedback you have, so we can make this event even better. Now, starting at 9 a.m., we'll have live Q&A open throughout the event. So you can join the conversation using the Q&A functionality, or you can use our hashtag, Let's Talk AI. And that'll let you join the conversation around big data and AI answers.
So, before this keynote starts, the quick draw demo just finished. What did you think?
It was pretty good. It was interesting to see some of the things that people came up with and how the AI did at being able to sort of guess what those things were. It's always a lot of fun to watch.
It always impresses me because I can't draw at all, and yet you see it happening and you're just like, wait, what? How did you know? I didn't even know I was drawing that.
Yeah, exactly. It seems to somehow be thinking a couple of steps ahead of you, which is always kind of amazing.
So that was really fun. I hope everyone got a chance to play with it. In just a few minutes, we're going to start the keynote where you'll learn how to get the best value from your data and how AI fits into the big picture.
Now, let's take a look at how the preparations are coming along.
So we're going to start with Jen Bennett, the technical director in the office of the CTO, and she's going to be opening our keynote today. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm really excited to be here.
I'm so excited you're here. Love seeing just awesome people up there trying to talk about things that are so fun to talk about. So I'm glad you took the time to sit with me for a few minutes before you go on stage. I know you're not nervous at all.
No, not at all.
I actually have a question for you, hopefully it'll help you relax. So Rado told me that you were a referee in the Women's World Cup final in 2006. And obviously now you're an executive at this kind of big internet company we've all heard about.
Kind of big, yeah.
So how did you come into this job knowing that this entire other awesome opportunity existed in the world that you had to, not do anymore?
Yeah, so I guess the secret's out. It was an under 20 Women's World Cup final, but very exciting. And I think what I'm feeling today is a little bit like what I felt like going in front of large amounts of fans. But no, so football or soccer, as we call it in the U.S., has been part of my life since I was a little child. And I was very fortunate to be able to referee at the highest levels. But what I will tell you is it taught me a lot about myself. And refereeing isn't too different from what you do in the workplace, to be honest with you. I'm managing 22 people on the field and trying to get them to do what I want them to do in many ways, or behave how I want them to behave, maybe is a better way of putting it. But actually, the best referees in the world are the ones that walk off the field and no one even knows that they were there.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a real skill, I think, but also a lot of practice and people skills.
No, that makes sense. I mean, can anyone out there even imagine your whole job is to not be noticed, but also to boss everyone around? That sounds like such a challenge.
Yeah, so I would say we don't boss anyone around.
Not here.
No, and not on the field either. Although I have been tempted to bring my yellow and red cards into some meetings sometimes. No, but what I'm really excited about at Google is the technology that we're going to be talking about today. And to be honest, it's being used in a number of different industries, including sports. So, in football, we're now using, or soccer, we're now using goal line technology. We're starting to do some experiments with the video assistant referee. And so this technology is really pervasive and starting to make its way into all aspects of our lives. And so I'm super excited to be part of Google Cloud and to bring that technology to life.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, just because I love seeing our real world uses for these theoretical problems. Anyway, I know you have a lot of prep work to do before you can actually go on stage. So thank you for sitting with me, and I had such a great time talking with you.
Thank you.
Good luck
Great.
up there.
Yep. And good luck.
Next, I'm going to ask some questions to Rajan Sheth, and he is our Senior Director of Product Management for Google Cloud AI, and he's going to talk today in the keynote about the future of data analytics and AI. Hey, Rajan.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great, doing well.
Not nervous, right?
It's great.
Yeah, this is easy for you. This is nothing, right? So I actually have a question for you. And before I ask it, I just wanted to say, your kids are so cute. And I know no one out there knows, and hopefully, there's no like weird pictures on the internet but I just love your family. Like, they're so sweet and wholesome. But my question is, how long will it take for your team to build an AI that is smarter than your kiddos?
Well, it's interesting because as a father of a 7-year-old and 5-year-old, it's amazing to see how quickly they learn and all the things that that they do every single day. And so I don't know when computers will be smart enough. I know they're smarter than me already right now. So.
No, that's, like watching them learn, and they put together things that we have learned to just not even notice anymore. It's like a reminder of how the world really works.
No, it's really true.
Have you noticed when you build these really complex algorithms, do computers learn differently from the way that like a toddler starts to learn?
In a lot of ways, we try to mirror that same way, and it really is that same basis around kind of learning from experience, learning from data, and learning from making mistakes. And so that's really an interesting part about how artificial intelligence is actually very different than how we think about programming, period.
And so just to tie it to another like real world use case, we were talking earlier about how some of these AI features that are already out have made your family life so much better, like with making it easier to search and keep track of your photos.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because I think about, say, 5 to 7 years ago, my wife and I, we'd categorize every single photo that we took because we knew that if we didn't do that, we would never find it again. And so, for example, from every vacation we took, we'd categorize those photos. But now I can look back at every picture of my daughter on a beach, no matter where that beach happens to be. And it's even getting smarter to be able to give me then and now comparisons. So we took a picture of my kids in front of a Christmas tree, and it shows me the picture from 5 years ago of the same kid. So things like that are just incredible things that you never would have expected.
So shameless plug, if this technology is available to anyone with a Google account through our Google Photos app, and storage is free and pretty great. So if you haven't checked it out, we really recommend it. Like, it's changed my life the same way I think it's changed yours. Any final words that you want to say before you go up and talk about much more in-depth topics? Yeah,
no, we're looking forward to talking to everybody about this. We're really just getting started, and the whole industry is just getting started, and looking forward to working with people on this.
I'm excited. I'm excited for your talk, but I'm also excited just for where we're going to be in another 5-15 years.
Absolutely.
So thank you for taking the time to sit with me. I hope you have fun, and good luck with your keynote.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thanks. So Jen and Rajan are going to go and get ready to actually speak right now, which is very exciting. But after the keynote, Jen is going to host a live Q&A. So be sure you're submitting your questions. And if you want to join the conversation, we have our hashtag, Let's Talk AI.
So those are really interesting conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see what some of the people who we get to work with here at Google were doing before they were actually here at Google.
And also how they develop some of the skills that make them phenomenal leaders in ways that you wouldn't necessarily think.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the most fascinating aspects of being able to work in a company with so many people with these various backgrounds, to see the variety of opportunities that they've had, which have led to sort of the skills that they have now, which we can all learn from and benefit from as well.
It's actually kind of a philosophy here at Google that we want you to bring your whole self to work. And so in another place, you might not feel comfortable talking about how, you run around getting muddy, having fun, playing soccer. But here, it's like, no, please brag. I want to know about that. I want to maybe join your IM league. I want to learn how refereeing works and how all the rules go and what to look for when I watch it on TV. We love these conversations, and we love getting to know our coworkers as people.
Absolutely. So thank you all for joining us here on Cloud On Air pre-show, where you got to learn a little bit about the event, play with Correct Draw Live. And I hope you enjoyed the keynote. And we will be seeing you again before the first session.
And then before the second session, and then before the third session, because we're your hosts today.
Have fun.
See you in a bit.